ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜᴜ, Gyepi day, Gyepi afternoon, Gyepi morning, Gyepi evening, Gyepi night, whatever Gyepi may be working the best for you. Today I decided to stream even earlier in order to proceed with our Vampires Melody adventure as yesterday. I did wrap up the stream quite early and today I'm willing to actually complete it. I also just realized it yesterday while offline that actually this visual novel does have an in-game map coming to the choices, so that it will not even be that difficult to figure out which choices we did not take just yet. Me and my OCD are thankful to the developers. Okay, we can begin the game. Last time it was mainly cheesy moments among me and the vampire girl, and as we managed to save her from the lightning that would be supposed to strike her and turn her to ash, after a moment of total quietness, it did strike after all, and we did take place in order to save the mistress. So she did turn us into a vampire. A truly unpredictable plot it is. Twilight the movie. Okay, let's go. Oh, am I here? Am I here? Yes. In case you want me to bump the audio of the game, as always, please let me know. Okay. Okay, we can continue now. Which one was it again? Time to figure it out. Yesterday, after the stream, I decided to go on a not as short but not as long of a walk. As I mentioned, I was not moving enough at all, and that was taking a toll on my health. Because literally I spent 6 months indoors without actually going on walks. So yeah, that was not goody. So I figured out I have to get some eggs to prepare today's lunch. So I decided to pull Baba together with me to go to the supermarket, the one that was actually farther away than the others. And we were heading there, we were walking, and then at some point he said, "Oh, I hope the supermarket didn't close yet at the very least." And I was like, come on, who cares about the supermarket? I just wanted to go out with you. When we arrived there, 10 minutes before the closure, actually they were closing, and then there was me who said, who cares about the supermarket? Hey Baba, come on, they're exiting from the other door, come inside and ask them. We have to just buy eggs, please, can we enter? So they did let us in. And not only we did get the eggs, there was a bit of the queue, so I managed to get the kiwis for the daily fruit of mine, and also toilet paper, so it was a nice purchase there, a haul at the supermarket last minute, because this fox is quite snaky. She is fast and she can take anything she needs. So I'm trying to figure out which was the actual saving from yesterday. I think this... Wait. We can figure it out. We can do it. 7th. Huh. And day 7 it was. Okay, after all, it is this one. Okay, let's go. So I did get my fruit for today. Happy fox. Alright, she did turn us into a vampire, but as we only had a bit of blood to like use for the regeneration, it is not enough at all, and we're basically there like half dying, because if we do not drink some blood, an enough amount of it, we will die even when trying to turn into vampires, as we don't have enough strength. So we did break in to the restaurant where we used to work because it was closed, much like us yesterday at the supermarket. And we are supposed to get that dish that Yella does take all the time with the duck's blood. So these vampire's abilities, it is much better than humans. Yeah, we figured out we can see in the darkness. Where do they put the ingredients for ᴄᴏᴍᴜᴜ? They should be in the fridge. Is that so? No wonder I can smell it. Or maybe there's nothing left. Open the fridge door only to be assaulted by a pungent smell. All the food inside have spoiled. It stinks so much. What's going on? It's worse than having nothing at all. Yella looks at Onna eating indescribable stuff inside before slamming the fridge door shut.
見たところついてないやつしかいないわね。
Looks like we'll have to look for an unfortunate soul. Ah, we're going to attack a human?
他に方法がある？
Any better ideas? I do a quick recollection. Besides the blood from the blood bank and the ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ, it's true that Yella had to suck the blood directly from people to obtain it. The security at that blood bank will be tight. We might not be able to escape with our lives if we go there again. As for ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ, don't tell me I really have no choice but to suck a living person's blood. I suddenly become excited at this thought. No, so much so that I have even started to drool.
誰を引きなさい。気持ち悪いわね。
Wipe off your saliva? It's disgusting. No, I may be a vampire, but I still have my principles. As I wipe off my saliva, I decide to cling onto my remaining humanity and suppress that urge. Crash! Suddenly the sound of something hitting against wood reached our ears from outside. Someone has also turned on the lights in the bar.
そう。
Shh. Yella motions for me to be quiet before poking her head round the door to take a look. The footsteps sound as if several people have entered the place. Maybe Boss Wang has returned. Boss Wang, where did you hide the stuff? I really don't have it. Please spare me. Boss Wang is talking to another person. It sounds as if he is being threatened, and his voice is filled with fear. Are we going to end that person that is threatening the boss? Really? I heard you have booked a ticket to fly back to the east tomorrow. Care to explain that? Just because I really can't run this business anymore. I just want to go back. I really didn't take your stuff. You didn't take? Then why are you so nervous if you didn't do that? Tell me, this person used to work for you? Yes, he joined a month ago and worked for me for one whole month, but I really don't know him. Oh my. We did put in danger our boss, it seems. So coincidental? He just joined you and he already knew where we made our deal and could even steal our money? I really have no idea. I don't know him well or even where he lives. He didn't come here over the past few days. Don't tell me they're talking about me. I'm not going to waste my breath on you. Either you hand over our stuff or hand over that guy. If you aren't going to hand over one of them, you will hand over your life. No, please, I beg you. I'm giving you 5 seconds to decide. I'm certainly the one who got Boss Wang into trouble. I'm here, come and get me. Goodness, that bald guy, the egg guy. I step out without thinking to see a man in black pointing his gun at Boss Wang's head. There are several other black garbage men around him, and all of them look very sturdy. Rylan, how did you... Says him. The other man in black rushed towards me upon hearing the gun-toting black garbage man's command. They aren't fast or nimble, I can easily... Oh, how come I'm hit? This is from being hit on the face. A black figure suddenly dashes out in front of me. Oh! The black garbage man in the distance groans and his gun clatters to the floor. This group of people around me are turning their heads to see what happened. Yella! I seize the opportunity to bite one of them. That person's solid neck feels as soft as butter under my fangs. Suddenly, I can feel that energy flowing into my body. The men in black are turning their heads towards me in slow motion like those people from comedy shows on TV. Please don't shoot! I finish sucking the blood from this guy and push him aside. Then I pounce on another man greedily. Ah! And I'm hit again, unsurprisingly. By the time I open my eyes again, all the men in black are sprawled on the floor. Yella is still unhurt and standing in front of me as always.
ねえお姫様。こういう時はやっぱり私の後ろに隠れていた方がよろしいんじゃなくて？
Hey little princess, don't you think you should have hidden behind me for this sort of thing after all? It's not fair, you were so fast, how come I couldn't even dodge a fist?
数百年の進化がおままごとだとでも？まだまだ若いわね。
You'll think I have only been playing house over the last few centuries of evolution. You're still fragile. I've still need a few centuries before I can catch up with you. By the way, where's Boss Wang? Except for Yella and me, I suddenly realized the bar only has the men in black down on the floor. Boss Wang is nowhere to be seen.
ごたついてる間に逃げたんでしょ？まだ遠くへは行ってないはずだわ。
He must have fled during the chaos. He can't have run far. Yella heads out of the bar while saying it. Where are you going? The street outside is more or less the same as the time we came here, with not a single person around. The only difference is 2 additional parked cars at one side of the road. They probably belong to those men in black.
逃げ足の速い店長ね。
That boss gave us the slip. Don't say that. We got him into trouble after all.
あいつが行っちゃったらマオシュイワンが。
Now that he has fled, what are we going to do about that ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ? But I did get blood already. You're just willing to get your dish because you find it delicious. Goodness, don't worry. I just drank the blood from one of those men, and I could feel myself at full
そう
strength.
だ。あいつらが起きないうちにもっと血を吸っておきなさい。
Oh, that's right. You should suck more of their blood before they wake up. Oh, so she's not mentioning willing the dish for herself as well. I see. Okay. Completed chapter 7. Yay! How many chapters are there? I forgot to check actually. I wanted to check yesterday evening, but then I didn't. The next day I happened to wake up on hearing the sound of the room door being closed, followed by that familiar set of footsteps from a pair of dainty leather shoes. Hence, I quickly get out of bed to welcome her. You went out?
気分は
Yes, how do you feel today? I don't feel anything unusual, but still. Maybe I had a great feast from that group of black garbage men last night. My organs and senses have become more efficient, and my muscles are more solid. Each time I walk, I actually can hear myself step on something and even detect the small bumps on the floor.
どう？変化が順調な証拠ね。少しずつ慣れていけばいいわ。
That proves that the changes in your body are going along nicely. It's good if you're slowly getting used to it. What a strange feeling. I think I'm filled with superpowers. I extend both my arms and strike a bodybuilder's pose, which I often see on TV. Oh no. The Johnny Bravo pose, is it? Power!
強大な力？テレビの見すぎよ。何よそのバカみたいな格好。
Superpowers? You shouldn't watch TV all the time. You look so stupid in such a pose. How can I catch on with the times if I don't watch TV? The thing is my second life. Don't separate us.
回復したばかりだからって容赦すると思わないことね。
Don't think I won't dare to hit you just because you've been revived recently. I'm wrong. By the way, where did you go just
あ
now?
んたが寝てる間に近くのスーパーを回ってきたの。新鮮な動物の血がないか探してたんだけど、スーパーには売ってなかったわ。
I checked out the nearby supermarkets while you were asleep. I was looking for fresh animal blood, but none of them were selling
ス
it.
ーパーの人にも聞いてみたんだけど、生きた動物や動物の血を一般に向けて販売するのは政府が禁止してるんですって。
I also asked around while I was there. They said the government has prohibited the sale of live animals and animal blood to the general public. Really? How did Botswana get those ingredients for the ᴄᴏᴍᴜᴜ then?
知らないわよ。どうせ違法なルートでしょ。もしあの時知ってたら店長も噛んでたわ。それか縛り上げて尋問してやるのよ。
Who knows? Probably through some illegal means. If I had known it was so difficult to obtain them, I would have beaten that bar owner too. Then we could tie him up and question him. Wait, aren't you a vampire with your principles? He was a weakling in every aspect and didn't show any hostile intent either.
バカね。あんたの命に関わることなのにまだ人狼とか言ってるわけ？
You're stupid, it concerns your life, yet you still care about principles? That means you can break your principles for me?
バカ、あんたのためだけじゃないわ。とにかく今は血を変えるところを見つけることが最優先なんだから。
Fool, I'm not doing it just for you or anything. Anyway, finding a place to buy some blood is our main priority right now. There's no need to rush later. I have sucked a lot of blood from those guys and should be able to last for quite a while.
いいえ、あんたの体は一度天内に破壊されているし、その上転化したばかり。新鮮な血液を補充し続けないと成長に影響が出るのよ。
No, your body was wrecked by the lightning from the heavens. You're a newly turned vampire too. You need to keep replenishing your blood supply, otherwise your development will be affected. Is that so my body does not hurt on each anymore, just like that time I was a healthy human?
新鮮な血があんたの体を強制的に動かしてるだけで、それを使い切ったらまた不調が出てくるわ。
That's simply because that fresh blood you took yesterday is forcing your body to work. You will fall sick again once you have used up all of it. I see. By the way, isn't the ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ an Eastern dish? That means we can get the ingredients for it easily in the East.
東洋の黄金国なんてただの伝説じゃないの？本当にそんなところがあるのかしら？
The East? Isn't that Golden Kingdom in the East just a legend? Does that place really exist? I think so. That group of black-garbed men from last night said Boswang bought a ticket too. I recall that man's conversation. Fly back to the East.
人間も飛べるの？
Fly back? Humans can also fly? Humans certainly can fly by themselves. They use vehicles like those cars and
じゃ
ships.
あ私たちもチケットを買って東洋に行きましょう。
Then we should also buy our tickets to the East. Yes, but we don't know where to buy them.
ホテルの電話サービスでチケット予約っていうのがあったけど、チケットを買うためのものじゃないかしら。
The hotel offers a ticket reservation service through the phone. Is it used for buying tickets? Really? Shall we try it? Okay. Yala excitedly picks up the phone and dials a number listed on a guide at the bedside table. I also lean across to listen. Hello, from this customer service. How may I help you?
東洋へ飛ぶためのチケットを買いたいんですけど。
We'd like to buy air tickets to the East. The East? Which country are you referring to? Country. There are a lot of countries in the
ど
East.
の国に行けるんですか？
We can go to which country? Luckily, Yella can respond quickly. If you'd like to tour the East but you haven't decided on the country to go to, I can recommend a few of the more popular travel destinations. The customer service representative begins to list a lot of places I have never heard of, giving me a headache. Feel free to contact us again to book your tickets when you have decided on your travel destination and time. We will provide free complimentary transport service according to your departure and arrival times. You just need to provide your passports for the entire process, and we will have you to settle our travel issues. Oh, we have to get the passport, but I wonder if the sushi guys will catch us at that point.
パスポート？運転免許証じゃダメなの？
Passports, driving licenses won't do. Since you're traveling between different countries, passports are a must, and we need them to help you arrange for visas, depending on your travel destination. If you don't have it yet, you can apply for them at the consular bureau with a valid identification
わ
document.
かりました。
Alright, Yola hangs up the phone in annoyance.
朝から晩まで証明書。この時代で何か一つでも思い通りになったことがある？
Ah, geez, we'd always need documents, and more documents from morning till night. Has anything ever gone our way in this era? Yella is up for yelling again. Take it easy, Missy. You have to get used to it because these are the norms in today's age.
頭くるんだから人暴れしないと収まらないわ。
To be quite honest, I can't stop looking at that tiny table since this background was shown because it's so elegant and aesthetic. I really like how it looks like. I actually wanted something similar eventually someday in the future. It's so infuriating. How I wish I could kick up a foot and settle it. Don't. We can't afford to tangle with the police when we already have a criminal gang after us.
これだけお金があっても紙くず同然じゃない。何もできないんだから。
We have lifted so much money, but that is just like a pile of waste paper. We could do anything much with them. Relax, there's always a way if we calm down and think. Right, we can ask that person who made the driving licenses for us to make passports this
免
time.
許証しか作れないって言ってなかった？
I thought they said they could only make driving licenses. We have money now. As long as we can pay it, you can arrange for
い
anything.
いわね。連絡してみましょう。
Fine, let's contact them. Let me see. I quickly searched through my wallet for that name card with the telephone number. Luckily, I don't like to throw things away.
ここからかけてみましょう。
Call them from here. I pick up the receiver that Yella placed back on the hook before dialing the number on the card. Who's there? I'm the one who bought the driving licenses from you the other time. State your business. The person on the other side sounds unconcerned. I'd like to ask whether you can make passports now? No. Money is no problem here, so name your price. We really need your help with the passports. Upon hearing my generous offer, the man lapses into silence and seems to be thinking for a long time before opening his mouth. Tell me, what are you going to do with those passports when you have them? We are going to use them to enter a country in the East. Which country? Which one? That long list of names the customer service representative stated earlier was bewildering, and I can't remember any of them at all, so I have no choice but to look at Yella for help.
一番大きい国
The largest one. Seems she didn't pay attention later. The largest country. You're just going there for a tour? Right. That man is silent again for some time. $50,000. 50,000? My jaw drops upon hearing the price. Yella's eyes have also popped wide open. This is too expensive. Honestly, I'm not that interested in making this kind of documents. If you aren't going to meet my price, you can forget we ever had this conversation. I have mixed feelings when I look at the briefcase on the table. Yella risked her life to obtain the money, and I'm reluctant to give such a large amount so quickly. Raylan, Yella tugs at my sleeve. Please give me a minute. I need to discuss this matter for a while. I press my hand on the mouthpiece. What do you think?
頼みましょう残りのお金でもレストランを始めるには十分だわ東洋に店を構えたりお金を稼ぎましょう
Let's do it. We have enough money to open a restaurant with the remaining amount of money after paying him. We can start a business in the East and earn back that money. You're so confident in me.
経営だけしっかりやってればお金は取り戻せなくてもいいじゃない私がついてるわ
I trust you'll work hard on your establishment when the time comes. Don't worry, even if you can't earn back that money, you still have me. Yella, I can feel my eyes getting moist.
ほら彼に返事をして
Look, answer him. Okay. I moved the mouthpiece back to one side of my lips. Arrange for two. Could we have time for 80,000? No, I can do that for 80,000. You should at least give me a small discount. The person on the other side is quiet again. Finally, he lets out a sigh. 90,000. I look at Yella and she nods in agreement. 90,000 it is then. Fine, you know how it works. Place the money and photos at the usual place and collect the goods on the following day. Okay. I hang up the phone and have a sigh of
ちょっと
relief.
高いけどこれで目的は果たせるわ準備ができたら行きましょう
It might be a bit expensive, but at least it serves our purpose. Let's prepare our stuff before going there. But I'm like a tad worried. If there were the people from the organization that did see us and we did not get disposed of, they would see our documents and will go for us. That was not very cautious of them. Alright.
朝を忘れないでね王子様
Don't forget to bring along your umbrella, little prince. Understood? $90,000 was really a lot. We had to go to the shopping arcade at the hotel basement to buy a very huge envelope which could contain that amount of money. After that, we followed the same procedure to prepare everything at Vineyard Street and checked the envelope inside the special washing machine. The next day, we obtained 2 passports with our photos as if our wishes were fulfilled. Then we returned to the hotel and left our documents with the front desk to allow the staff to make the necessary arrangements. According to them, the visa would arrive in a few days' time and we could plan our trip to the east and back by ourselves after that. This is going way too smoothly. Around 3 or 4 days later, we received a phone call from the hotel front desk to notify us that the visas were done after we returned to our suite. We immediately booked our flights for the following day and the hotel room service delivered the air tickets to us in no time. Yella immediately took off her clothes to meet up with her dear little bathtub, afterwards because she would be leaving her favorite thing tomorrow. Ring-a-ling! I hum a tune from my hometown as I turn on the TV and tune into my favorite cooking channel. I have lost my sense of taste by now, but it is my last act of defense as a chef, nevertheless. The TV has a pretty female host bouncing up and down like a rabbit. She's disturbing the chef preparing the dish, but the person simply pours all the ingredients into a pot of hot bubbling red soup without minding her at all. Soon the screen changes to the steaming pot with several visible pieces of black tofu inside. That bright red soup and the thick black tofu look so mouth-watering. This is the Malatang spicy hot pot. We have discovered it at one street corner in another country. Look, it's so mouth-watering I'm about to drool like a waterfall. I can't wait to try this delight. Wow, the sensation on putting it in one's mouth, the unique taste. Is this exotic power from the other side of the ocean at the east? A blend of carefully chosen spices along with that tender taste in one's mouth, as if 1,000 years of tradition is making gourmet dishes, is touching lightly on one's taste buds. Making a difficult task seem easy, just like drawing an ancient painting in this country. That's a pretty long phrase there. My god, you're drilling like a waterfall! Yala finished her bath sometime earlier. Now she's sitting next to the window to dry her hair. You can't blame me. Look at the TV. That looks like ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜᴜ. It seems somewhat different from the dish by Boss Wang To. The dish is called malatang. It has animal blood tofu, but they use different spices. That means the people there can make other dishes that use blood besides ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜᴜ? Right, they're so amazing. That place is definitely heaven. Don't talk and draw at the same time. How I wish I could eat that now. You're too impatient. Our tickets have a flight time printed on them. We're setting off tomorrow morning and should arrive there at noon, so wait a little longer. At noon? So fast? I thought it would take us a few days to fly there. Once we arrive at the east, we might not have to hide in the darkness and attack people to survive. I can see a painting of a beautiful future slowly unraveling before us. Yes, I didn't know we can arrive there so quickly either. After all, the east is halfway across the world. Halfway across the world? Just how far is that? You have been watching TV most of the time. How come you don't even know the distance? The TV didn't say it. Is that even further away than the old continent? As far as I can remember, the longest distance is from the old continent to the new continent. That was a journey across an unending expanse of ocean. Of course, it is much farther away. That's a bit hard to imagine. We're still lying here tonight, but we'll be standing on a new continent tomorrow. Yeah, it's really shocking. I hired a ship to take me to the new continent from the old continent back then, and we sailed across the ocean for more than 3 months. Mr. Cook and I drifted for a very long time back then. No, wait, you hired a ship? Yes, I didn't tell you. An entire ship? Just how wealthy were you at that time? Much richer than now. I blame you for it. I had nothing to do with it. I was innocent. Anyway, that was a blessing in disguise. At least you are much more useful than those valuables. Of course, you don't get the same feeling from holding those cold valuables compared to this hot guy at night, do you? You're really shameless. That TV program has ended. Hurry up and take your bath. We have to get up early tomorrow. Yes, I'm going. Wait for me. You're noisy. Get a move on. It was a bright sunny day the next morning. The hotel arranged a shuttle to take us to a place called the airport. We saw the human-invented flying machines called airplanes for the first time at the airport waiting area. From a distance, they looked like silver-colored helms with wings. Those silver helms would issue a deafening sound and speed along a wide stretch of runway before lifting off and disappearing into the sky very quickly, as if a god was helping them to fly. What a marvel! I leaned close to the glass wall and watched each plane take off and fly into the distance. It feels really exciting to think that we're about to sit inside one and soar the sky. Yes, I wonder how they can possibly fly. I don't see their wings moving at all. And they can carry so many people on board. It's just like magic.
星も取ってくれるって話も信じる気になったわ。
Suppose you tell me now that the humans in this era can fetch the stars, I might believe you. Really? The airplanes have such a large impact on you?
あんたも言ってたけど、こんなの魔法としか思えないもの。私には理解できないわ。
As you say, they're magical devices. It's too hard for me to understand. Everyone, please prepare your boarding passes. It's time to board the plane. I was looking at the signs behind Yala. It is actually quite detailed. I did not expect that. Like already the art is of high quality. Then even the signs added. And even the porters board. Hi Rin! Just when we're still feeling excited about those flying machines, the airport staff begin to call loudly to remind everyone to board the plane. People around us are taking their luggage one after another and queuing up in front. Soon, we have also boarded this magic flying machine. Goodness! The plane begins to shake shortly after we have taken our seats. I can feel myself being pressed against my chair by an unknown force, and the scenery outside the windows is changing at a rapid pace. Talk about immersion there. Goodness! Jan and I are holding each other's hands tightly because we haven't experienced this thing before. Let's hope this plane won't develop any problems and fall apart. Luckily, these unsettling tremors are gone after a short period of time. Now we can see the blue sky outside.
そんなのね。
It has taken off. Goodness, I remember that time I did take plane together with Baba. It was the first time getting a tad like terrifying to me. Like usually I'm anxious, but then I'm calm, I'm eating my stuff, be it yummy or not, on the plane. And then just eventually I force myself to sleep, even though I tend to wake up by bonking the glass. Like continuously I fall asleep and then bonk, fall asleep and then again bonk, then my head started to hurt. And I placed it like my hand in between of the glass, because I usually do sit next to the window. And I placed my hand between the glass and my head, but then I still managed to wake myself up by bonking the glass, I don't know how. And that time, when I did take the plane together with Baba, there were some turbulences, but at some point they turned it to be so, like, big. Yeah, you could totally feel them, like, they didn't seem like the usual turbulences I experienced. The whole plane was shaking like crazy, and, like, the hostess, like, she did an amazing job. Not really. Like, she started yelling, "Everyone please stay calm, these are just turbulences," but you could see her being terrified. Like, I don't understand, you're still human, but lady, if these are still just turbulences and we have to still calm, I can see you panic with that fear in your eyes, because I'm already thinking we're falling down. Like, that one time I had such a scare, and Baba kept falling asleep just to cope. Then I woke him up screaming, "Baba, Baba!" He was like, woke up like crazy, suffocating, you know, that abrupt waking up. The terrible way of waking up when you just feel like you're gasping for air. And he was just like, "Goodness, what is going on? What is going on?" And I was like, "There is turbulences that scare me so much, we're falling. And he was like, "Go to hell, you scared me more than the turbulences." And he was back to sleep just like that. But he held my hand. Yeah, after all, there were huge turbulences, but all was good, but it did make me panic so much. And everyone had fear in their eyes. It was not such a comfy experience, I would say. It has taken off. My ears hurt a little.
私も
Same here. I looked to one side to see people sleeping with their seats reclined. This can be turned into a bed. I'd like to do that too, so I pressed the button on the seat.
飛行機を壊さないでよ。
Don't spoil the plane. Goodness, and also all of the times I take the plane, of course I have a baby screaming like crazy behind me. Then the one in the front beat, I'm eating using that tiny Ʞᴅᴜ to the seat in front or anything. They just start using their seat as a bed, and they do squish me, and they can't even use my table. I can sit in a comfy way. I try to sleep, the baby screams. And that last time, one of the babies was staring at my giant monkey plush that Baba got to me, and he was like, "What the hell does that baby is staring at? This plush is yours, Gyepi." He was so much raging, like you had to see him. He was so angry at that baby that was staring at my monkey plush, because it was like really a huge plushie that he got to me at the airport, because it actually costed like half the price that you could find it at the actual stores over here. So he took it for me, and there was this baby staring at the plushie, and he was pointing fingers at the plushie as if he was willing to take it, and Baba was like, "No, I'm gonna eat that baby." Don't spoil the plane. Yara is watching me nervously. I pressed the button on the seat, suddenly jerked up, hitting my back.
バカ、大丈夫なの？
Fool, are you okay? I'm fine, seems to be this button. The seat will move when you lean on it. While holding the button, try it. I managed to recline the seat by leaning on it, then I lie back. Oh, okay. I wonder if she'll abruptly go quickly down with the seat, or if she'll manage to make it properly. Yara also leans back on her seat by copying me. I should catch up on my sleep, because I'm so tired after last night. You were too. So yeah, no scoof with the seat, sadly.
黙りなさい。それ以上言ったら舌を噛み切ってやるから。
Shut up, I will bite off your tongue if you say anything more. Okay. My ears hurt throughout the journey, and I still feel a little giddy, so I simply close my eyes to sleep, hoping that I will arrive at that heaven in the east when I wake up. After spending some time in the plane, I'm finally stepping out on firm ground again. It reminds me of that time I disembarked from a ship to step into the new continent back then.
もうᴄᴏᴍᴜᴜの匂いがするわ。
I can smell that ⴄᴏᴍᴜᴜ from here. Are you sure, Missy? Or is that just excitement? Yala seems excited that we have reached this part smoothly. Her face is full of joy as she looks around in all directions. I can smell it. Are you mistaken? I sniff a few times, but I'm sure that dish is not anywhere around
あ
here.
んたの鼻が利かないだけでしょ。
That's because you don't have a keen sense of smell. Or maybe you're too greedy.
昨日よだれを垂らしながら待ちきれなさそうにしてたのは誰だったかしら。
I wonder who was that guy who drilled yesterday and said he couldn't wait to eat it. I saw the dish on the TV screen. It wasn't a figment of my imagination. Upon thinking of the ⴄᴏᴍᴜᴜ and malatang will be enjoyed in these days to come, I can't help smiling as I look up to breathe the air in this new continent deeply.
私たちの国と全然違うのかと思ってたけど、そうでもないみたいね。
I was under the impression that the people in the eastern countries were completely different from those in our part of the world, but it doesn't seem so. Yeah, I don't see any buildings with gold
この
rooftops.
伝説は誇張されてるだけ。もともとそんなものないわよ。
That was just a tall tale. They don't have those all along. I didn't know that story I heard when I was young. That story I heard when I was young was so
ⴄᴏᴜᴜ と
unreliable.
マーラータンさえあれば、そんなのは些細なことよ。
As long as the ⴄᴏᴜᴜ and malatang truly exist, we don't have to concern ourselves with all this. Yeah, that's true. We chat with each other while following the group of people to the airport's concourse. However, the crowd suddenly stops when we are near the exit.
前で何かあったのかしら。
What's going on in front? They seem to be inspecting everyone's IDs. I crane my neck to see a small passage ahead with a small window at one side. Travelers along that lane are required to hand over their passports through that opening and wait for the person at the other side to return their documents to them before they can
どう
pass.
して検査なんかしてるのよ。
Are they inspecting them again? Yao looks a bit irritated at the slow-moving group of people in front. It seems they're checking more thoroughly this time. The airport staff inspected our documents before we boarded on plane, and it went off without a hitch. I thought we have succeeded in bluffing our way through, but I didn't know that we still have to go through another inspection after we have landed.
現代の決まりは本当にめんどくさいわね。
The norms in this modern age are so troublesome. Yes. As the queue moves slowly forward, we are getting closer to the inspection window. I'm also beginning to feel nervous. Option 1, look for another exit. Option 2, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't worry, we had no problems with our IDs when we boarded the plane, so it should be the same this time around. I don't think so, I don't think so, I don't think so. I assure Yella and myself at the same time. That's true. Yella nods and looks a bit more relaxed. Hello, your passport, please. We reached the head of the queue in no time. Okay. I'm on tenterhooks as I hand over my fake passport through the window. Please wait. The person behind the window begins to read my passport intently and even looks up to study me from time to time. Is there a problem? I think it is taking longer than the ones ahead of me. More people have gathered behind the window, and all of them are looking at my passport. I have a bad feeling. Sir, please wait at one side. Now I notice two nearby police officers approaching me. Run! If we hang around here, we are dead. I quickly pull Yella towards the exit. What's going on? We have barely stepped out of the exit before a net abruptly drops from above, trapping us from within. Before I can react, the net suddenly produces crackling noises, then my body becomes numb. My legs turn to jelly and I collapse on the floor. Raylan! I hear Yella cry out in alarm, but my consciousness gradually fades. After that, Yella and I are imprisoned in separate cells. I was questioned shortly afterwards. My interrogator looked a bit like Boss Wang. He asked why did I come here illegally. When I told him I wanted to eat my shuang, he became angry and I took quite a beating from him. After a few more days of questioning, my interrogator realized that I had no other motive for coming to his country illegally. They even gave me a bowl of fresh Mao Shuang. What? To me, it felt as if I had obtained a treasure, so I wolfed down the entire bowl of Mao Shuang in less than a minute, stunning all the guards around me. Oh, pretty. Eventually, Yella and I were released, but we didn't have any proper identification, and our former country refused to accept us, so we were sent to an uninhabited island in the ocean. Oh, so we're sent off. This place doesn't even have a single human structure at all. How am I going to sleep in a place like this? I'm not going to lie down on a pile of dry grass because those small insects will suck my blood. This place doesn't even have any dry grass at all. We were feeling lost while staying on a piece of rock to watch that ship belch white smoke as it heads off after bringing us here. We can use the tree branches here to construct a small hut too. Really? Then I'll leave it to you, Rylan. I'm glad I asked them for a toolbox. The people in the East still have a bit of compassion in them. Compassion? Sorry. Compassion? They confiscated all our money. If I hadn't kicked up a fuss, they would have taken all my new clothes too. Actually, I don't think that money belongs to us in the first place, so take it that we never came across all the cash. Besides, we can spend them anywhere on this island, even if we brought it along with us. You're magnanimous. That is... Look! Rylan, look! What's going on? Yell suddenly points to a nearby cliff excitedly. A few white-colored hairy things are moving about, and they're making bleating noises. Those are mountain gods? There are mountain gods here? I'm drooling. Don't bother with the small hut for now. Let's catch a few mountain gods and drink some blood. At least we won't die of hunger. We head towards the cliff. After some exploration, the island didn't have anyone living there, but it had plenty of forest and small animals for us to survive. We gradually got used to life on this island with each passing day. We used the tree branches around here to construct a small home and even built a deep tunnel stretching underneath the mountain to avoid the lightning from the heavens. Although the amenities were very basic, at least we wouldn't have to live in fear for our lives every day again. This quite an idyllic life for vampires like us, and we would occasionally see ships passing through the nearby waters.
レイラ、自分で飛んでみない？手を離すわよ。
Redland, do you want to try flying by yourself? I'm releasing my hands. Oh my goodness, just like teaching a little kid to ride a bike. But a bit more dangerous, I guess. Wow, no, I don't have wings yet.
すぐに入るわよ。
You should grow up here as soon as possible. It won't be that soon either. This small island won't be able to constrain two vampires because we can fly anywhere we wish. And... oh! Was this the trending? Like it was not bad, but... lacked it emotion, I guess. Like it those feels, so... I wonder if this is the true one. I think it is. But we're gonna see. Just yet, we're gonna complete this game. And... okay. Like, this was not a bad outcome, but still. I expected a bit more. Let's go back to the trees. Okay. Look for another exit. Run! Oh, goodness. I almost sent flying my microphone after that running. Maybe we should exercise some caution here. Let's look for another exit, okay? After all, we're carrying fake passports. The people here are quite likely to call the police if they see any problems. It's best not to risk if there's another way out.
そうね。もし他の出口が見つからなかったら、またここに戻ってきましょう。
Yes, I agree. We can always come back here if there is no other way out of this place. Johannesson holds my arm. Then we'll leave the queue and stroll to the glass wall at one side like a couple who are suddenly fascinated by the scenery in the distance. That is our plane. I see an airliner moving slowly away from an extended jet bridge from the concourse.
そうみたいね。あそこを歩いてきたんだわ。
Seems so, we probably came from there. Yellow points to that bridge. That passageway was firmly attached to the plane when we got off and should lead outside, after the aircraft has moved away. Yellow leans on the glass wall and begins to think deeply while looking at that jet bridge. Is that thing too high for us to leave from there? The bridge is about 3 stories high. Most people would probably die or receive serious injuries if they jump off from there.
高さは問題ないけど、下にいる人たちからどうやって身を隠すの？
The height isn't a problem, but how are we going to avoid the people below? I look in the direction Yellow is pointing to observe the area below the bridge. For some time, that place has the occasional small cars with flashing orange lights passing by, and a few people standing in the shade. They seem to be taking a break from their work. It's rather bright now. Perhaps we should wait until dark to see if there is an opportunity for us to make our move.
でもずっとここに立ってるのも怪しいんじゃない？
Maybe, but wouldn't it be rather suspicious for us to stand around here? I surveyed the concourse. Everyone is walking hurriedly, and very few people are milling around. The large room also has police on patrol. If we keep hanging around here, we'll look really suspicious. How about we hide in the restaurants? I point to the small doors with the sign toilet at the opposite side.
いい考えね。
Good idea. We duck inside our corresponding toilets separately. Since we can't do anything much for now, I begin to check the restroom for exits. Except for the doors separating the toilet cubicles from the restroom, the place has small windows with blinds for ventilation near the ceiling. But those openings are too small, even a vampire can possibly shrink to such a small size. There are so many flights today. Yeah, it's so tiring. It seems 2 people are talking in the neighboring cubicles. It isn't the holiday season now, what's going on? I heard the place will be under lockdown tonight, so nighttime flights are suspended and they've allowed more morning flights for the time being. Really? How come I didn't receive any notification about this? We're just the rank and file staff employed to follow instructions, why would they bother to notify us? Were they placing it under lockdown all of a sudden? I heard they are going to launch a rocket tonight. Isn't the rocket going to be launched quite a distance away? Why would they need to close the airport? I have no idea. Alright, I'm done, let's head back. Okay. After some flashing sounds, the 2 of them end their conversation and leave their separate cubicles. I must admit a vampire's sense of hearing is really useful because I could catch everything. According to them, all flights at the airport are suspended tonight. If there are no flights, all those workers aren't likely to be at the runway below later. We could act by then. Now we just need to wait patiently. Yella, Yella. I slip out of the restroom when it's close to nighttime and call her name softly across the door into the ladies. She should be able to hear me with her vampire abilities. How is it? She comes out in no time as expected. I look around, there are considerably fewer people rushing around, and most of the police on patrol have gathered at the exit compared to this morning. They should be taking their break now, and I think the airport has already entered the so-called lockdown period. Let's hurry over to the jet bridge. From what I know, that place shouldn't have anyone there now. Okay. Yella didn't hesitate at all. We dash towards the nearest bridge, while no one is looking. We're disappointed to see that the entrance into the jet bridge is securely shut. Still, the gods seem to be sympathetic to the hardship we have endured all the while because of what we discover a small partially open window at one side. Yella kicks the panel open before we climb through the opening to land on the deserted stretch of runway below. Where should we go? I endure the pain to clamber to my feet. This place stretches as far as the eye can see, leaving me bewildered for a while. Do you see a chain link fence over there? Chain link fence? I squint and look in the direction Yella is pointing, but I can only see a blurry outline. I can see it clearly, but the kind of fence should be the airport's boundaries. Let's hurry there. Yella holds my hand and we run across several planes on their sides. I couldn't gauge the immense size of these planes by sitting inside one or looking at it from a distance. Therefore, I'm astounded when we run beneath one of these massive things that can soar to the sky. We are greeted by a long chain link fence after we have passed the parked aeroplanes. Beyond that fence, there's grassland and the city skyline. That place is our future. Oh, such a pretty art! We cross the fence easily. It probably isn't designed to keep out vampires. I also love how the starry sky does bring forward that light. Very pretty. With the green of her outfit, it feels so well. We cross the fence easily. It probably isn't designed to keep out vampires. Oh, okay. This is the full picture. As we stand on the grassy soil, we look at each other as if we've been given a new life, even though we're still painting from all that running earlier. We finally arrived. I can't help laughing in triumph. This time we can finally say goodbye to all that fear and frustration and start afresh. This place smells so nice. Yella closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. This place has plenty of grass and beautiful flowers, and the wind is dispersing their scent in all directions. But what is that? What's the matter? Oh. A single trail of light streak across the sky with faintly glowing irregular shaped air masses popping out around each out. It's a miracle? A miracle? This is the most wondrous sky I have ever seen since I was born. It simply looks as if the Mother of Light is drawing a painting on the sky. No, it's not a miracle. I suddenly remember why the airport stopped all flights for tonight. That is the rocket humans are launching. Rocket? Right, the airport is quiet tonight because of this. That's why we could escape. How do you know? I overheard it while hiding in the restroom. I see. Yella watches the streak of light become gradually dimmer, and then she breaks into a smile. In some ways, this is a miracle too. A miracle that I overheard in the toilets? Maybe the gods aren't that evil. The gods aren't evil, but they just don't have any feelings. That's true. Well, since the gods have spared us, what shall we do to make the most out of this divine blessing? ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ.
れは無駄遣い。
That's such a waste.
当
Then
然私たちの夢を叶えましょう。レストランを始めるの。あんたが店長で私が店長の奥さん。
of course we should fulfill our dreams. Let's open a restaurant. You'll be the boss, and I'll be the boss lady. Now a faint red spot appears on her cheek, as though that divine miracle left a mark on her face before disappearing from the sky. Yalla. I suddenly feel hot, as if I just drank a strong alcoholic spirit, and my head is flushed with blood rushing there. The miracle should be you. I lean across her face. I take in the moisture from her soft lips. I don't want to separate from her for a long time. The gods were probably impulsive when I met
く
you.
だらない神様がいたものね。
How come there's such an imaginative god? He must be really bored, so he arranged for us to bump into each other and see how the story will develop. That's sweet.
それじゃ永遠に見てもらわないとね。
Then we should let him see how it goes forever and ever. Right, the long story between me and Yella has only just begun. Ah, that was so sweet! I did like this ending more, I think. Like, I did like the scenery of the island and whatnot, and that we could actually see where they ended up at, but it was quite sad that they were stripped from all of their belongings, were left in the middle of nowhere just with gods, even though it was a sunny place. This one seems like they can have an actual future and living out their dreams. Oh, really like this ending. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let's make this one already. Okay. Chapter 6. Okay. Here. This spot actually feels a bit cold when I sit down, maybe because I'm wet from that heavy rain, so I instinctively rub my arms to get some warmth. Here's where we had to save Yella. Barum! Another thunderclap arises to send. Wait, I didn't save upon a moment of choice. Let's see. Wait, I'm not sure actually. Let me check better. I'm gonna check the little map of choices before. That will be easier. This fox didn't want to take the easy way, but still. Ooh, okay. We have more endings here. Let's get the ones before. Where to flee? Okay. I have to begin the game anew. I'm gonna skip to the parts we did read already. Why can't I just skip? Oh, okay, over here. That is too conspicuous. Maybe I should remain in the darkness. Let's pick this one. That could also pose a danger to me. I might attract any fortunate Yarlian survivors. Then I would fall into their hands, wouldn't I? I stumble into the dark, under the heavy rain, relying on the occasional lightning. To find my way back to Norley territory, I wonder how far I have traveled. My injured leg hurts so much it is getting stiff. I fall and land on my buttocks with my body entirely covered in mud. The heavy rain continues to drain any warmth left in my body. It seems I will not live to see beyond this night. And that was quick. That was super quick. The rain that never ends. Okay. Okay. Let's go to chapter 2, place to hide. Do I have an actual saving of that one? Hide in the restroom. Let's go to the restroom.
どこにあるの？
Where? Fortunately, I checked out the place and spotted a restroom halfway along a corridor beyond the foyer when I went to collect my bread earlier. Follow me. I grab Yella's hand, avoid the security guard's line of sight, and hurry to the restroom. The toilets are also separated by 2 doorways. I go through the door on the left without thinking.
ここがトイレなの？もっと汚いかと思ってたわ。
This is the restroom? I thought it would be very dirty. I didn't expect the toilets here to be so clean either. The walls and floor in the restroom are surprisingly clean, shiny, and can pass as a mirror. It's completely different from what I would normally associate with this word.
静かに。誰か来るわ。
Quiet, someone is coming. Footsteps softly reach our ears from outside before we can finish praising the toilets in this modern era. The cubicles are over there. Let's hide inside one of them.
そうね。
I enter the nearest cubicle with Yella squeezing in with me, and then I shut the door. What is this chair? Is this a new CG? Or is it just the one where we were squished but in the dark? Where we were squeezed together while hiding. I think it is the same but a daylight version? Well, what is this chair?
私も初めて見るわ。まだピカピカじゃない。昔は貴族のトイレだってこんなに綺麗じゃなかったわ。
This is my first time seeing one too. Anyway, don't you find it shiny? The nobles in the past never had such beautiful things in their toilets. We hardly have any place to stand with this thing blocking us. I want to shift this chair with my foot, but it doesn't budge. But I think it is nailed to the floor. The actual VC. Since the amount of space is so limited, I have no choice but to press my hands against the cubicle walls and squeeze Yella between both arms. Yella blushes and lowers her head. Maybe I'm too close to her.
髪を押さえてるわ。離れなさいよ。
You're pressing on my head. Move back a bit. I have no room. Hey, why don't you move to the side?
黙って。
Shh, quiet. Yella cuts me off, reminding me of her current predicament. 2 men's voices are audible from outside. They sound as if they are talking at the restroom entrance. Soon afterwards, one of them steps inside. His footsteps are getting closer. Yella is telling me to be quiet with her eyes. I get her drift and hold my breath. The footsteps eventually stop somewhere very close to us. After that, the place becomes so quiet I can hear my heartbeat. Luckily, I don't have to hold my breath from this silence for too long. The footsteps ring out again in no time, followed by the sound of something metallic being turned and running water. This is a very normal process, a breath of self-relief. Yella is very calm in comparison, and her facial expression didn't change. That's an impressive vampire. If she can intimidate people as my master, she won't be frightened by others. The sound of running water stops. Next, I hear a soft of tinkling noises, a hacking cough, and footsteps once again. It sounds as if that person is going out. Just when I'm about to rejoice from this scary experience, the footsteps suddenly stop again. To tell me that my knows we are here? A gulping reflex. I can feel myself trembling and breathing a little rapidly. Yella seems to have noticed my panic at stage. She stares at me, her purple eyes full of determination. Maybe she wants to assure me that I don't need to panic when she's around. But right now, the sound of someone pushing a door open suddenly rings out one after another. They're getting closer, and that person is pushing our cubicle door in no time. Who's there? My heart feels as if someone is pinching it. Work out. I didn't expect Yella to get affrighted by the security guard's yell. She crashes into my arms, producing a loud thump. But I have no time to think of that sort of that soft feeling. I'm racking my brains on how to answer the guard. It's me. I should think of a way to handle him. After all, that noise from just now has given us away. Who are you? I'm just using the toilet. We're closed. You heard the announcement earlier. The restrooms are not open to the public after closing time. Come out, quick. I'm not from outside. I'm one of the doctors here. I have a bad stomachache, and I can't come out. Doctor? Tell me your name and the employee number. employee number? What employee number? My head is in a mess, and I probably wouldn't be able to bluff my way out, so I have no choice but to turn to Yella for help. Yella looks at me before glancing at the doorbolt. She seems to be wondering if we should open it. This is your final warning. Open up, no tricks, or else I will shoot. Shoot? We have no cover at all in this cubicle. If he fires in our direction, we are dead. Wait, I look at Yella for confirmation. She has probably calmed down because she's nodding in my direction, apparently ready for what happens next. I take a deep breath, unlatch the door and open it. Miss Yella, you must show your true capabilities, please. My life is in your hands. I step out of the cubicle to see a towering security guard with a lot of creases on his face, standing around 5 steps away, and he's pointing a finely crafted back handgun in our direction. It does look a tad odd to me, like the change of the quality coming to the sprites of the other people, like of the sushi guys in black, of the guard here, and of the nurse from before. Like the sprites are quite blurred and of different art style. I wonder if those are free to use assets or not at this point. Quite different from the other used art style indeed. I step out of the cubicle to see a towering security guard with a lot of creases on his face, staying around 5 steps away, and he's pointing a finely crafted black handgun in our direction. Although it looks like a tiny weapon, I believe that thing's power, at 300 years later, is definitely capable of punching a few holes into our bodies. What are you two doing here? The guard looks a bit shocked upon seeing us step out, and he has a mixed expression on his face. Actually, we're just... As I stammer and look at Yella for help in explaining things, her eyes suddenly reveal that intention to kill. Whoosh! The air around me feels as if it's being ripped apart by something, and I close my eyes instinctively from that violent air current. Gah! Next, I can hear a muffled sound from the guard's throat, closely followed by a body crashing heavily on the floor. It's done. I open my eyes to see the guard down on the floor and Yella with blood-stained lips. It's done? I rub my eyes before checking on the scene in front of me again. It's a bit hard to believe. How much time had elapsed since I closed and opened my eyes? 5 seconds? You are really a vampire? Unless my voice is quavering, but my tongue is shaking uncontrollably and I can't utter that last word clearly. Isn't that obvious? Where is the around dumbfounded? Come here, quickly. He's dead? I point at the security guard on the floor. Given his size, 5 Rylans might not be able to overpower him. Yet Yella actually could send him flying down motionless on the cold hard floor in a few seconds. Huh? I thought you experienced it. Sorry. I thought you experienced it earlier at daytime. If you draw a packet of blood from a human, that person will still be up and about, and I only helped myself to half a packet from him. It's the same dialogue from where we attacked the other persons in the room at the same hospital while picking the other choice. Yella indicates the size of a blood bag with her hands to describe it to me. I see he'll still wake up then. Of course, so we need to hurry. Come here and search him. Sorry, Yella. Yes. I kneel down beside the security guard and search his pocket. This guy's blood is rather sweet. I would have loved to suck a little more from him if you aren't pressed for time. He seems to be thinking wistfully. This is a wallet. I retrieve a small black purse from the guard's shirt pocket. It is well made of leather, containing several paper notes and cards. People of this age are really discerning. I struck the wallet to feel its design before keeping it inside my trouser pocket. By the way, this fellow may even have the key. Search him. Yes, I found a bunch of keys from the guard's leather belt in no time. Every key looks rather similar and might take quite a while to try all of them. Alright, let's go. I waved a bunch of keys at Yella. Well done, let's go get my food. Yella strides excitedly and I follow her with the keys. Right, it's this place. We arrive in front of the door that I passed earlier and it has a sign. What does it say? Blood depository. I believe this is gonna be pretty much the same here for now, at the very least. Let me keep.
あんた
So some guards count down. The guard comes to my side and takes out a pair of metallic rings. It looks like a well-designed set of handcuffs. Yes, a brief essay for relief. Although they are intimidating, they don't have this shoot first and ask questions later policy. Looks like society has really progressed in this age. You must know that if a commoner like me were caught for trespassing in someone's estate during my time, I would surely be beaten to death, and they wouldn't listen to any explanation at all. Just when I'm about to allow them to arrest me without any resistance, Hila suddenly raises her leg and lashes out at the guard from one side. Her kick sends the guard flying, arcing through the air like a sack of potatoes until he crashes heavily against the wall at one side. Don't move, I'll shoot! Upon hearing the guard shout that he is going to shoot, I panic, cover my head and kneel down in reflex. Immediately afterwards, I detect a gust of wind, followed by the sound of someone's smaller leather shoes on the floor and wall, leaving gunshots and bullets hitting the wall. Monster! Ah! But everything becomes quiet again after all the chaotic noises at the guard's screams. Open my eyes slightly to take a peek. Hila has somehow managed to reach the back of the guard further away, and she's biting his neck while he's down on the floor. Damn you. But the guard who was sent flying seems to have recovered. He's struggling to his feet, with one hand on the wall for support and reaching for his gun with the other hand. Hila, watch out! I shout Hila's name. She turns around with her purple eyes lighting up upon hearing me call her, but it might be too late. The guard has already drawn his weapon and is aiming at her. Whoa-wee! Okay, he... I'm gonna save it here. Okay, quickly tackle the guard, snatch his weapon, then knocked rashly. The security guard next to me has already opened fire while I'm mulling over my options. He's pulling the trigger repeatedly to send bullets flying towards Yella without any mercy. Yella! She tries her best to avoid those projectiles in midair, but they are too close together. Soon a bullet wound appears in her chest, followed by even more similar wounds. No! And she goes down without a sound. Yella! Bastard, you'll stay here, not tricks. The security guard smashes the back of my head with his gun. Everything turns back and I collapse. I'm pretending it is. What? You're back to the island? After that I was imprisoned and didn't hear anything about Yella again. But I wondered why the course where I would become a pile of bones when she was too far away from me didn't take effect. Oh, later I was brought before a court to face charges. The judge declared that I made an unlawful entry as an illegal immigrant and expelled me. However, they couldn't determine my nationality, so they sent me to a small unknown island. The people here were talking in an unfamiliar language. I did my best to assimilate into this place. With each passing year, eventually I also became one of the native inhabitants of this island. I wonder how much time has passed. One day, as I'm sitting on a reclining chair in my house to watch the sea, I suddenly remember a vampire girl called Yella. How is she now? Can I still see her again? I don't know. The sea breeze blows across my grey hair, tickling my skin. Then I close my eyes and stop thinking. That's so sad and lonely, goodness! Oh! My goodness. Okay. Tackle the guard. A bad idea it is, I think. If Yella dies, I will definitely meet a similar fate. Ah! I grit my teeth and shout to encourage myself as I pounce on the guard. But my size is too small compared to him. My charge can only send him staggering by a few steps. Eya! He turns around to deliver a heavy punch in my direction. My right ear has a loud popping sound and I'm seeing stars. Bastard! He unleashes a flurry of kicks in my stomach without waiting for me. This time, it's my turn to go down like a sack of potatoes. I'm huddled up in pain. I can't move and my vision is getting blurry. Suddenly everything becomes quiet, as if that fight didn't happen at all. When I press myself against the cold floor, I feel relieved somehow. I hear someone's tiny little shoes tapping against the floor. It's slowly getting closer.
いつまで寝てるつもり?
You're still lying there? That person kicks me lightly. Yella? Her prodding snaps me back to reality. Get up. Oh, get up. Oh! I clutch my stomach and stagger to my feet. Yella is unhurt in front of me, and the guard is down on the floor behind her. The huge difference between these two people is a little bewildering. What stunt are you trying to pull? She kicks me again. Well, you were quite far away, and I thought you wouldn't be able to respond in time. I rub my smarting cheeks. Stupid. Just stay out of trouble. She paused. Is she angry? What is there to be angry about? I'm the one who took a beating. Yes, I'll run away at the first opportunity next time. You dare to run away and leave me behind? What an ungrateful and useless troll. Well, what do you expect me to do otherwise? Just... You should stay at your place. You'll make a good decoy. The traitor took a beating. Idiot. She bends down to pick up the bunch of keys on the floor before throwing it to me. Carry on with the door. Fine. I rub my face and resume my attempts to unlock the door. I think this part is the same. From before... Okay, wait. I'm gonna rewrite this one. Let's see. Oh, we cannot, okay. We forgot to bring the documents for the hotel. You see, we left in a hurry today and didn't have time to bring them with us. I bluntly make up a lie and even pat my chest. We can get them now. Please allow us to stay here for one night. If you really need one, I'll get it first thing in the morning. Oh, the manager looks at me quietly. Then he comes over to size Yella and I up a few times. Finally he asks in a low voice, have you really forgotten to bring them with you? Or you don't have one at all? What should I do? I'm a little nervous and have to look at Yella again. She winks at me. What does that mean? Don't tell me I have to maintain my story. Fine, I follow her instructions so I clear my throat. We really forgot to bring them with us. The manager didn't say anything. He takes a file from the counter and starts to grind his fingernails. Look, it's late at night, our home is quite far away. And we can possibly go back at this hour. Could you make an exception and allow us to stay for one night, please? The manager sneers slightly at us. He gently blows on his fingernails before filling his right thumbnail. We have money, but we made a mistake today, so we can pay a bit more. I'll bring that whatever I did here tomorrow. Look, how does 120 sound? Hey, why did you add so much that quickly? Gale pokes at my ribs and whispers those words into my ear. That's true. Upon thinking further, I realize she's right and I shouldn't offer such a large amount on the first go, so I continue with my bid. 101. Upon hearing my offer, Yella's eyes pop wide open. Apparently she wants to say something, yet she's at a loss of words too. Hi Leaf, hi, how are you doing? Thank you for the trade redeem. Thank you kindly. Apparently she wants to say something, yet she's at a loss of words. At a loss for words too. Eventually she closed her mouth again. Hello, I'm doing fine. How about you? Doing goody here. I'm trying to complete this game. We are trying to go through all of the bad endings that are scattered around the map of choices. Despite the higher amount I'm offering, the manager doesn't seem to be interested. He also becomes impatient. ID. I have a valid ID. Why are you repeating it 3 times? Show it to me. 110. You don't understand what people are saying. The manager checks his file on the counter, then he adjusts his neck, producing cracking noises. Finally, he gets up and smacks the desk. Oh, let's go. I used to do this on visual novels every ending. Yeah, same. I tend to complete them at 100%. Otherwise, I'm not satisfied. Goodness. There's no need for this. We're talking about a deal here. How about this 115? Hey, you don't understand what people are saying, young man.
こいつは何も分かっちゃいないわ。私に話してちょうだい。
He doesn't understand. You can't tell me. Girls shouldn't interrupt.
なんですって？
What did you say? Whoa. Those words appear to have hit a raw nerve. She's shaking and glaring at the man behind the counter. This is definitely the prelude to an attack. Goodness, yalla. Don't create more chaos here than we already did. Get out if you don't have any identification. I don't entertain people without identities.
あんたなんかにこの私のことが分かってたまるもんですか？
Why should I show you mine? Simmer down. Let's find another place. I will sleep on the corridor, okay? I quickly pull Yella when I see the two of them stare daggers at each other because I know Yella's power and temper. If the situation worsens, the manager would definitely meet an unpleasant fate such that he could even lose his life, and we might have to be on the run again. I'm going to call the police if you continue to hang around. Don't call the police, we'll leave.
私はここに泊まるわ。
Oh my goodness, Yella, I'm going to stay here tonight. Oh no. Yella is furious as expected. Huh? Can you? The manager is regarding Yella with utter contempt, scorn written all over his face. Calm down, Yella. I hurriedly grab her arm to pull her away, but she pushes my hand away in no time. Mistress, what are you doing to me?
見せてあげるわ。
I will show you. Before I can pull her again, she smashes her hand against the counter and the entire thing is cleanly broken into two halves in a flesh like a walnut that has been stunned for a year. Boo!
もう一度言ってごらんなさいよ。
Who said I can't? The manager is completely surprised by the deafening sound and impactful scene laid out in front of him. He stunned at first, but after a moment's hesitation, he withdraws through a door at one side, trembling with fear and slamming his hand on a button near the door before hiding inside.
出てきなさい。
Come out! Yella goes after him, kicks the door open, and is about to go inside when a deafening noise suddenly rings out. Oh my goodness, no! Not the police! Oh no, isn't that the noise from those police cars with the flashing lights? Run, hurry! He's calling the police!
嫌よ。あいつをぶん殴ってやるんだから。
Why should I? I'm going to give him a beating. Oh my goodness. She's so decided on it. No, the police will arrive soon.
それなら全員ボコボコにするだけよ。
Then I'll give all of them a good beating. She's willing to beat up people just like that. Calm down. Oh no. I notice a car with flashing lights has stopped outside from the corner of my eye while I'm trying to burst at Yella. The police are here. What? Yella finally returns to herself and looks at that police car outside on hearing me call out in alarm. Run while they still haven't left their car. I grab Yella's hand while she's still rooted to the spot, rush out of the hotel. And we flee before the police can step out of their car. However, we're still a bit slow, as Stillman's voice soon booms out from behind. Freeze! Hands up! What should I do? Oh, another choice. Okay. Here. Okay. Keep running or stop and raise both hands. Keep running. If we stop at this point, we will definitely be thrown into the lockup. Don't run, I'm going to shoot. It doesn't make any sense to stop when someone is calling us to stop. As I'm about to turn into an alley in front, a gunshot suddenly rings out from behind. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We've been hit. We've been shot. Raylan? My vision gradually becomes dimmer. Yella, run.
Oh.
Do not defy the law. Fair enough. Okay. Here we go. Stop and raise both hands. Don't shoot! I quickly raise my hands. Stand there, don't move, and I won't shoot. Upon hearing the police officer's promise, I have a sigh of relief and glance at Yella. Where did she go? Halt! Bang, 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 bang! The policeman suddenly shouted, followed by a series of gunshots from behind. I quickly cover my head and lie prone onto ground. Bullets are hitting the pavement around me, seeing quite a few small fragments flying around. Are you still playing possum over there? Hurry up and come here. Possum? You would even dare to attack the police? This time the pursuing policeman is down after meeting the same fate as the security guards from earlier. Since I've experienced it, I'm a bit used to it. I'm not starving now, there's not much for me no matter how many I have. Yella might be right. She could still reach and incapacitate the police officer, even though he was farther away from us than the security guards from earlier. Looks like a well-fed vampire's power is simply unimaginable. Hurry over here and see what they have. Okay. Yella is calling me to join her as she glimpses inside and searches the flashing police car. Look! Oh. Look, there are a lot of goodies in here. Yella hands me a stack of cards when I reach the side of the car. Each one of them has a lot of printed words and a person's face drawn on it. What are these? It's written on top, driving license. Don't tell me we are going to use those without realizing there are photos of other people. Since we don't know how that works, are there the IDs that manager mentioned? That's right, and it didn't take me any effort to get them. Yella climbs out of the car afterwards. You're done? Yes, besides those IDs, the car only has some files. They aren't useful to us. Let's go. Give me a minute, I'm going to teach that manager a lesson. Don't, we still have a policeman lying down here, and other police officers will arrive soon. I don't have that kind of luck to dodge so many bullets. Yella glances at that smash at the reception counter inside the motel, and her lip twitches. Since she has come to her senses. Fine, but... Can I read now? Thank you. Fine, consider it his lucky day. Let's go. His lucky day, you say? Okay. And this is the place, the 24-hour restaurant where we actually did sleep after all, with our face on the table. Let's go to the next section straight away. Oh, we cannot. Like the waitress did help us also learn how to use the phone afterwards. We did eat pineapple pizza, but Yella couldn't feel the taste of anything, so... As she just finished eating the blood, she didn't need any. Okay, and we've been reported on the TV. Okay. I wonder if the waitress is going to report us this time. A man with blonde hair appears from somewhere inside the box, but I shift my attention away since the report on us has ended. Okay. This seems to be pretty much the same from before. Nope. Okay, it was pretty much the same, indeed. We head south and come to the suburbs far away from the city. And afterwards we approach a place that we thought to be a supermarket or something of the sort, because we wanted to go to the suburbs to actually rob someone. Okay, we wanted to rob a place that happened to be an organization of sussy guys, the ones that neutralize fake IDs and car drive licenses, fake documents and whatnot. So they were dangerous, so we are now running away from them. I forgot which streets we did pick last time. I ran to the main road then. To the right. If we run further into the alleyway, we might be finished if we reach a dead end. At least we have somewhere to run by going into that direction. Let's bet on their marksmanship. Y'all leads me to the right without any hesitation. However, the road is too brightly lit, and we can't find any alleyways to hide. We have become the rabbits to be hunted on this main street. I look down and reflects. My god, there are quite a number of holes. The pain quickly spreads like a spider web. My body refuses to listen to me, and I collapse on the ground. And we're dead again. I want to say something. I want to tell Yellow to run, but I can't breathe or utter anything. No! I lose consciousness amid Yellow's piercing scream. End. 3 shots and 6 holes. Ouch. Okay. Like this was... Okay, we did go through this one already. Let's delete it. Okay, we don't need this either. We did not try snatching the weapon of the guard of the hospital where we did steal. We're about to steal the blood for Yella. We were caught in the middle of the night while the hospital was closed up and we were not supposed to be there. And seems like they went straight to violence with the people that they did find, which happened to be us. Okay, snatch his weapon. If Yella dies, I will definitely meet a similar fate. I grit my teeth and shout to encourage myself as I muster all my strength to press that guard's gun. Young punk, I bet we're gonna get shot. He's surprised and pulls the trigger in panic, but I have pushed his gun muzzle to one side. The bullet hits the wall away from Yella. However, both of my hands have become numb from the weapon's powerful recoil. I can hardly feel anything in my hands at all. Die, bastard! Just like that? Just because we did stay at the hospital for the night? The guard unleashes a flurry of blows at my face without waiting for me. My cheeks are hit hard, and I'm seeing stars after getting knocked down. It hurts! But I know the guard is still holding his gun. I struggle to my feet, ignoring the pain on my face. What? The security guard suddenly grunts in pain. Yella? I straighten up and open my eyes to see the guard lying on the floor, a Yella with blood dripping from her fangs. I slowly get up and look at Yella while scratching my head. I still can't truly understand what happened just now. It's done, as if nothing happened. Yella's lips twitch slightly as she glances at me. Then she comes over to prod me with her foot. What stunt are you trying to pull? Huh? You were quite far away, you know. He'd already raised his weapon, and I thought you wouldn't be able to respond in time. I rub my smarting cheeks. Just stay out of trouble. She pouts. Is she angry? What is there to be angry about? I'm the one who took a beating. Yes, I'll run away at the first opportunity next time. You dare to run away and leave me behind? What an ungrateful and useless troll. Well, what do you expect me to do otherwise? You should stay at your place. Sorry, Yella. You will make a good decoy. Then traitor take a beating. Seems to be the same from before. She bends down to pick up the bunch of keys, blah blah blah. Okay.
ここの看護師が黙って早く私の食料
Yes, it does look pretty much the same. I think we're almost done, or maybe not. Let's see. Actually, I would have liked it if there would be like a surprise ending with the waitress calling the police on us after seeing the report, like discovering somehow it was us. This is the path we took before. Did we already try this one? I forgot. Let me see. I'm gonna check the map of choices once again. Let me check. Okay, so low shard. Okay, we're done here with everything. Ooh, there are still quite so many. Jesus Christ. Okay. So. Oh, we can just load like this. Quite handy. Live with peace of mind. Anyway, we don't have any other options. We could get in trouble if we act rashly. Since this is our first time dealing with them, we should at least give them the benefit of the doubt. Like we just finished paying the guys, the sushi guys, for the fake car driving license to get some documents for us, because we don't have any as we teleported in time to a more modern era. And we're doubting whether to follow them or not.
そうね。お金はあるから、最悪他の人に頼めばいいものね。
Fine, after all we still have money. If the worst comes to the worst, we can always find someone else to do it. We can decide on that if that happens. Now I just want to get a drink somewhere.
一日歩き回ったから、どこかで休みたいわ。
Yeah, we've been walking all day. I'd also like to find a place to rest. The usual place?
想像力がないわね。でも、明日の夜は大きなベッドが待ってるから、よしとするわ。
Oh, you have no imagination. However, I have a big bed waiting for me tomorrow night. Let's go there. Hence, we went to impose on the 24-hour restaurant once again. We're spending the night at that eatery for the third time. I'm surprised that the restaurant can be found in various parts of the city with the same name, the core menu offerings, and even the food flavors. It is hard to imagine this sort of thing from 3 centuries ago. After all, different chefs prepare their food in different ways, directly affecting the taste in the process. I wonder how they could standardize everything. Is she watching the TV? Girl's laughing like a fool at times while paying close attention to that black box called the TV on the wall. Yes, she is. What are you watching? The Brazen Vampire. Vampire? The TV is talking about a vampire. Wait, people nowadays know that vampires exist?
人間が作った架空のヴァンパイアだけど、すごく面白いわ。
That's a lot, yeah, indeed. Yes, the vampire is just a fictional one by humans, but it's quite interesting. But I'm like super grateful that the developers did add the perk of the map of choices over here so that we can properly check without our brain overheating to figure out which endings we did come upon and which are still to discover. Oh, a fictional one. You know what is going on in there? Although I know they put something inside the television, I can't quite follow what the people in there are saying, so I have no idea what is the show
お
about.
芝居みたいなもので物語を演じてるんだけど、目の前に俳優がいるんじゃなくて、テレビの向こうにいるのよ。
It's somewhat like a play. They're telling a story, but the actors are not in front of us. Later, they're at another TV set connected to that one. Sounds like a telephone, except it transmits pictures in addition to sounds. What is this story
2
about?
人がヴァンパイア城に行ってヴァンパイアを捕まえるっていう話よ。
It's talking about two people going to a castle to hunt a vampire. You can watch vampire hunting story. Isn't that a horror story for you?
どうして？本物のヴァンパイアじゃあるまいし、面白いわよ。
Why can't I watch it? The show isn't portraying an actual vampire. It has an interesting story too. Fine, you see, I had trouble sleeping at night whenever I heard any stories about monsters abducting people as a child, and thought they weren't
か
real.
わいそうに。あんたは人生の幸せをかなり見落としてるわ。
What a pity. You have missed out on too many joys in your life. Who cares? Getting on good night's sleep is more important to me. I'm going to lie down. Good
お
night.
やすみなさい。
Good night. I rest my head on my arms and drift off to sleep. This has become a sleeping habit. The next day we return to the round jet and reach machine 12 on row 5 with another repair notice. Yeah, so they were supposed to deliver the IDs, leaving them into one of the laundry machines. Can I skip? No? Wait.
確かに。
No, 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 no.
よ。よけ。
We needed the documents to be able to stay at the hotel. Can't I just skip? Goodness, a bit annoying. I think I took the wrong choice. I think I took the wrong choice. Wait. Actually, it is supposed to be the same, right? Yep. My bad. Okay, so from here we'll have more branches. That's so many. Let's do this calmly. So Mans, I decided that I'm gonna save the points that we do need for the different endings. But I'm gonna end the stream here for now. Next time we're going to explore all of the other endings because otherwise it is attacked too much on me. Okay, so this one. Let's see.
ありがとう、レイラン。
I can't help but think that we reached the actual true ending before, the one where we managed to leave to the airport. But who knows? Like, I think maybe at the same time it would have shown more CGs during the credits, so maybe that wasn't it just yet. Go, I did save this one already. So 1, 2, 3. This is the third one. 4. It will be a lot easier to me with the save points because afterwards I can delete them than just looking at the chart. I don't know if it does make any sense, but that is how my brain cell does work. Sorry about that. Not sorry. Hi Baba, I'm about to end the stream actually. Just finished stating that I'll be trying out the other endings during the next stream because so far we didn't manage to reach quit some endings. Like there was one dead end, here was another end, so it was true. Then 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, and we're lacking 1, 2. This little piece, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're lacking 5 more endings. Goodness. So yeah, that's it for today's stream, Cinnamons. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. We're going to see all of the other endings next stream. I'm going to route them all in one stream next time. Since we managed to like section them into 2 streams so far, we did half today, half the next time. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream this evening, but perhaps it is maybe better for me not to and just take a little break from my brain cell to rest, maybe go on a walk or whatnot. And we're going to see each other tomorrow during Monday for the day 9 of Spooktober. Please do stay just yet, don't leave Cinnamon Buns as we're going to raid someone. Please give me a moment to check out who is streaming right now and I'm going to send you over to that streamer. I pretty much enjoyed this game. I didn't expect that much from this game. At first it was not convincing me, but after all I really liked it. Yeah. Let's see. Oops. Wait. Who is currently streaming? Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find someone that is a smaller indie VTuber to raid. Let's see. Let's see. Still searching. Hmm. Okay, I think I found them. Okay, we're going to read ᴄᴏᴍᴍᴜ VTuber. Their model is so cute, but they also got quite some energy from what I see. So, cinnamon buns. This is the message to copy paste. Please copy paste Gyepi rate for 괰ᴏᴇ so that they will have 괰ᴏᴇ indeed. And we're going to rate Hikari Boke. Let's begin to rate. You're currently streaming Minecraft. I never played Minecraft, nor honestly am interested in that game. But I do see they're like on the smaller side of streamer coming to the follow watch. I wonder if they're like more or less of a beginner streamer just like us here. But overall, I did really like their energy from the little I just saw, and we're gonna rate them. Also, cinnamon buns, thank you kindly for watching. Once again, thank you for stopping by. I always really appreciate your presence. Thank you for the headpad. Thank you. And we're going to see each other tomorrow for day 9 of Spooktober, when we are going to finally complete this visual novel and all of its endings. See you soon. Bye bye.